If you're inspo tanks, and make no mistake, you've come to the right place. Just give to Neil the time to straight up blow your mind with a new show of drawing a blank.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. I know plenty of you have been side-eyeing this piece since it appeared in my Season 2 intro, so let's not tease it any longer. This week, I'm drawing Aaravos.
I just hear that name and I shut up.
The sparkly elf is from The Dragon Prince, a pretty new Netflix show that more people should be talking about because A, I love it, B, it's amazing, and C, I need more of it in my life. This is going to sort of be a follow-up to my last Dragon Prince drawing I did when Season 1 came out, so be sure to check that out. And this will also serve as a half-respectable review of Season 2. Although if I'm being perfectly honest, it's mostly going to be me gushing about how much I love this show. So, those who don't want to be spoiled, be warned. But before we get into gushing about the season, we've yet to address the starry elf in the room that everyone has fallen completely in love with, Aaravos. Oh man, seeing people react to this guy has been my guilty pleasure since Season 2 came out. Every once in a while, I just go search the Aaravos tag on Tumblr and I am never disappointed. Don't get me wrong, I totally fell in love with him too, so no judgment from me, but the amount of people thirsty for this elf has me in tears. Relatable, guilty tears. Because yeah, as soon as this guy showed up, I was like, well, guess I know who I'll be drawing for the show, and yeah, here we are. I started with several practice sketches of Aaravos to get an idea of how to draw him. I wanted to make sure to capture his looks correctly and try to get into his headspace so I could do proper expressions for him. We don't know too much about Aaravos yet, but from what the show has given us, he seems to be quite the schemer, and we've already seen that he is extremely confident in his abilities. After doing my practice sketches, I did a bit of rough blocking for the pose I wanted to get, and went to work sketching the details on top. While I continue roughing out the details and doing line art and such, I'll give my thoughts on Season 2 as a whole. Alright, so I already loved The Dragon Prince since Season 1, Episode 1, but damn! Season 2 took that solid foundation and built a castle on top of it! Everything that was good in Season 1 just gets better in Season 2, and even things that I thought were just fine got better as well. The animation has made some improvements, although I was one of the people who liked the animation in Season 1, so it's only made improvements as far as I'm concerned. The art direction and the character design have somehow gotten even better. We're seeing more elves and humans from the other kingdoms, and even background characters are lovingly designed and have a lot of personality. And character interactions with our main trio have passed that threshold of acquaintances to friendship, where they all start talking like real friends, and it makes the comedy work so much better in this season. I've rewatched this season a few times now, and I still get a good laugh from a lot of these interactions. Calum and Ezrin in particular really grew on me this season. There was more emphasis put on their bond, personal struggles, and responsibilities this time around, and I loved all of it. Calum's desire to become a mage and dealing with the knowledge of losing his father is really well written, and it's really easy to empathize with the poor kid. Him learning to do sky magic just really hit me personally too. As a kid, I wanted nothing more to become an animator and artist, and Calum's struggle to do magic kind of feels like my own struggle to reach my dreams, despite the circumstances I was born into. It's really uplifting, and Ezrin really matures a lot in this season as well. I was so surprised and proud of his decision to go back home and take his place as king. Most kids shows wouldn't go that direction, but I respect Dragon Prince so much for it. It'll be interesting to see what Ezrin does when he gets home. Claudia and Soren are probably still my faves though, and have some of the best lines. Their sibling dynamic just gives me so many feels. I love them so much. These two doofuses are getting themselves hurt, and I'm really not okay with it, but I'm so glad they at least have each other. And unfortunately, Rayla didn't have too much to do this time around, but she definitely still had some interesting conflicts going on, and I am I am betting we are going to see a lot more going on with Rayla now that her and Callum are in Zadia with Zim. The elves are not going to be happy to see Callum, that's for sure, and I'm hoping we get to see Rayla and Callum's dynamic switch around as Rayla is now with her people and will have to protect Callum's identity from the elves. Overall, I am pumped for season 3. This show is just right up my alley, and I feel like the writers are really hitting their stride with these characters. Back to Aaravos, I'm very intrigued to see where this character will be going. There's obviously something not good about this guy. He exudes manipulative energy, and I wouldn't be surprised if he turns out to be the big bad of the whole show. He's seen in the first episode with all the other elves, as well as in the opening with the map of Zadia in the beginning, so he's clearly very important. Given some other context clues we've seen about him, thanks to fans translating some of the passages of the book Viren finds him in, Aaravos' conflict is probably going to be a very sympathetic one. We don't know that, of course, but that's just the hunch I'm getting. It seems very much along these writers to not just write a truly pure villainous character. Of course, there's just still so many mysteries to this guy that have yet to be explained. Why is he trapped in the mirror? Did he maybe teach humans dark magic? Does he use dark magic along with being a master of all the other types of magic? What exactly is his key, and why did King Harem possess both the key and the mirror? How much is Aaravos just completely using Lord Viren, or is he actually trying to help him in some way? And how does Lord Viren resist that sparkly elven skin and those beautiful white locks? All of these are questions that need answering. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about Aaravos below. Give me your crazy fan theories, and let me know your thoughts on season 2. If you're interested, you can buy this print on my Redbubble, and if you wanted, you could stick him on your mirror. It'd ruin the purpose of the mirror, but hey, at least it'd give you something nice to look at, am I right? Link in the description to my store, and I hope you all have a fantastic week. Please remember to stay inspired.